Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Pre-Markets Analysis Live for OPEX expiration on Friday, February the 19th, 2021. Inside of the live chats on here, we have Mr. Ren who's asking, can we discuss AMAT this morning? Yes, certainly we can discuss any stock that the traders would like as part of our stock market technical analysis daily on here. As we say that, Miss Marcy join in. Hopefully, on a short week like this one, you have been able to have a lucrative trading session or trading week, rather. Maybe if you were with us for us, we had a couple of back-to-back great trade on the Gangsta strategy. So we traded CVS a couple of days ago, and yesterday one of actually the main Gangsta trade that I spent the time yesterday explaining why I was picking IQ. So it's it's not a case of showing that, oh, I told you so or something. It's really just showcasing the system that we have on here, on how we rely on data to make trading decisions. Right? At the end of the day, at least from my perspective, if any trade that I take, I have a reason on why I'm taking the trade and it's backed up with numbers, then when I see something like this on IQ, I'm just like, thank you. So the IQ call yesterday, they went. I mean, this trade, you had multiple opportunities to make it, right? So if you attended our pre-market, so if you missed the Gangster trade, and then when it went above, it will start posting higher highs. Let's say around 8:15. This time on here is Pacific time on my that candle on there. You guys cannot see the timeline. So yeah, you will have traded this from, let's say, 23.34 to 25.60, finish high of the day, folks. So did we post inside of our Discord room the chart of those options? I mean, from 10 cents here for the 25, which we were recommending, was one of the strike that we picked, all the way to I think, well, I saw my 25 calls yesterday was at 80. They were doing, the spread has been crazy in this market. And I was reading an article this morning how the market makers and wholesale, the brokers and market makers, they make a living out of us, retail, and anybody who wants to trade, because every time that you put in an order to buy something, right? So what happened? Your broker turns around and asks a big wholesaler, market maker, pretty much to find the best price for it. So let's say you put in a limit order for, let's say, 25 cents. Well, if that order in the open market can be executed for 20 cents, so your broker and the wholesaler market maker, they split the 5 cents delta. And a study I was reading early this morning, I don't know if it was on Yahoo or in whatever media that was, that that's those type of transactions, they reach a record, the triple in terms of the money generated for the brokers. That's how the brokers are able to make up for, hey, and we wrote an article back in 2019, October 2019, when they say, hey, no more fees. Well, come on now, no more fees. Well, that just means that all they have to do now is widen the spread. And if you want to buy something, good luck, right? So they generated 3 times more revenue in 2020 out of that strategy. So that's what the hearing yesterday in the in the Senate Finance Committee was all about. So we want to be part of this. So somebody is making money out of it. There's no two ways about it. So hopefully you took advantage of that trade yesterday, and CVS as well. Just showcase the potential that a tiny strategy like a Gangster trade, it's not much, but glad if you were able to take advantage of that. All right, so what do we have in store for you this morning? Very quickly, as we approach 9 a.m. Eastern in New York and in Toronto, meaning that we are currently at 2:55 p.m. in my beloved city of Douala. I just have to say that. So let's take a look at SPY, QQQ, IWM, Yesterday they were moving toward the end. One of the trade impromptu trade I made yesterday was QQQ, but it wasn't that. It was like 30 cents max, right? So, but they were playing games obviously. So today it's expiration day, meaning even more games. And what's the best game that's played in town? The gap game, yeah. So what do you expect? Yesterday it showed that bearish, and we have seen this so many times, right? So we see this bearish. They drop the indexes here, the ETF. They will drop below the main moving average, thinking, "Oh Lord, we are going on a bearish," just to find it a few days later posting a new all-time high. So from here, my friend, I don't know how it's gonna take, but I can tell you that I will be all over SPY, QQQ, and IWM in the last 30 minutes. With my friend Mr. Wayne to see an encore of yesterday, and also after hours, because specifically on expiration day on OPEX, the third Friday, the extra 15 minutes, that's where a lot of things happen. So yes, please be ready for that, which requires a lot of patience. Basically, that means that, hey, maybe after the first 90 minutes, you pretty much ignore or whatever shenanigans and wahala that's they will be throwing at us, and then come back in the last trading hour for an hour and 15 minutes and to see what happens. So SPY is gapping 292.52, which has been like the highest point is this. We open at 393.96. So as you can see that, but that's on the 16th could not be sustained on Tuesday, right? So if we start posting lower lows, and seems as if, all right, well, we find a low or whatever that the algo wants you to do. Yesterday they did it, and then we are gapping this morning. Let's see where this movie goes, folks. It's entertainment at its best, right? Our QQQ follow the same type of pattern. Oh my goodness, QQQ is posting yesterday. If you bought the dip yesterday, the dip was yesterday 326, and you're waking up this morning 6 points higher. This is the type of market that we trade. Armed with this type of knowledge, I mean, how can you not be successful at trading? Yeah, and look, yeah, it's exactly touch the exponential moving average 20. That's the green line, and from there, it rallied. Yeah, part of that rally. What did we trade? We were trading the 335, I believe. Yeah. The 335 calls, they're menacing to be in the money here. They're 50 cents from the 335. They're 50 cents from the money on QQQ. This is the rally that I'm talking about. Let's showcase this. So above VWAP, posting higher highs on this candle here, 10:15 Eastern. That was no, 10:15 Pacific. That was 1:15 Eastern on there. So it's just a gradual, and that's from a gap down again. Identifying the low of the day 329 and buying the dip. This market never ceases to amaze me. Well, let's see what OPEX brings today. We are ready for that. So pattern here on IWM. It's in the gap from the previous day, 222.82, and it struggled yesterday toward the close, not doing anything. But all of that is forgotten. So gap up this morning. So all three indexes. Actually, we can even bring XOP in here as well. They're all game, my friend. Today is Friday. Everything goes. Everything goes on Friday. And that's how we start using that as a moniker. Everything goes on Friday. Yeah, XOP was bearish yesterday from 78 to 75 thereabouts. It's starting flat or pretty much at its closing level yesterday. All right, so that's about the main ETFs in US equity for this stock market technical analysis daily for February the 19th, 2020. Again, today is OPEX, meaning we have monthly expiration, weekly expiration, and market makers, it's a big payday for them. So, and trust me, it doesn't mean that, oh, the market is bearish or bullish. What that means is that the stock, for the sake of option expiration, they are going to move in the sense that it's most favorable for the brokers. That's all you have to know. Meaning that if for a specific stock or option, there are more puts that have been bought than calls, well, they will make sure that the call, the stock rally such that the many people who have the puts are losing money. That's money that goes in the pockets of the brokers. That's how this game is played each and every day. All right, so that leads us into taking a look at the stock that you guys want us to take a look at. So the first one on the list on here is, geez, for whatever reason, it's just AMAT. Yeah, for whatever reason, I couldn't read it. So that tells you you're getting old, Telex. You're getting old. So AMAT Applied Material. Did this stock has earnings? Oh, I believe so. All right. Yeah, that's just what the chart saw here. Or TradingView, you can ask TradingView to put you an icon where it has earnings. So the stock is gapping up this morning from a close of 113 yesterday, 113.43 to 120. That's substantial, or that's one. $7 thereabout. I do not. I'm at, unfortunately, or I don't know why would I say unfortunately. It's not part of our basket of stocks. I don't know why, yeah, because you can. I mean, yeah, it's not. That meaning that I don't have a quant analysis on this one. So my ability to speak of it in this, the stock is gapping, is going to start outside of the upper Bollinger. So that's a prime candidate for Gangsta Trade. So typically, if I don't have any knowledge on a stock like this one, I will go and take a look at past earnings, because that's what could give me an insight of a potential direction. But if not, hey, I just trade it. Trade a Gangsta on it. Again, remember what I was saying yesterday, right? I showcased yesterday, though we had information on both of them, Walmart versus IQ. Which one of them is going? I wish I had this data for AMAT on here to see what its propensity to trade, which direction you want to trade, or does it even move that much? But in any case, today's expiration, you want to trade it, you just apply the Gangsta rule. So that's as much of an intelligible thing that I can say about it. So if it is to move, what's the ATR? We know that in a situation like this, a stock typically will move more than the ATR, right? So we know that much. And I do not know on the option chain of AMAT if, let's say, the implied volatility just went crazy in the 300%, as we have seen it recently on many earnings on here. So that's that there for you. Hopefully you got something out of that. All right, second stock that's been posted on here, Mr. Andrew is requesting ROKU. Well, if whether Mr. Andrew requested ROKU or not, we will have spoken about ROKU, because we told you 2 days ago that we will be talking about ROKU this morning. ROKU had earnings yesterday. We do have a quant analysis on ROKU, so we will gladly take a look at what does the quant analysis tell us on ROKU. So let me bring it here and then share my screen such that we can take a look. Did I already put some levels inside of the Discord? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I just picked them. Trust me, guys. I just picked those things. I didn't see if you tell me if. Yeah, this is a. I did not do. I know that earnings, ROKU is a trade. That's it. Just like I know CVS earnings, CVS is a Gangsta trade. And I didn't even bother checking this. But I mean, again, I didn't bother checking this today. But obviously, I'm very intimate with this document, having used it for many years, right? So I know what to expect. That, hey, this is, oh, actually, you guys cannot see that. So, sorry, let me slow down, Telex, and share the screen, share the proper screen, earning quant analysis, such that the traders, everybody can see ROKU behavior post earnings in the past. Not that the past is an indication of the future, but you remember what I said yesterday? I want to see, when I'm looking at this document, I want to see a lot of green and red cells. I don't care which one is the most, yeah? Just like on IQ yesterday. I could care less if IQ was indicating that typically we will have more red than green. As long as the stock is moving, once I get my puts and call, I'm glad. So ROKU this morning, whatever direction, whichever direction that's ROKU wants to go, hey, I am game. I am game. So hence, for us, that's, I think, was it the first one? In our Gangsta Trade channel. We have a channel just for Gangsta Trade. So typically, I wake up, I share that trade on there. So which is sometimes not so good if I put it too early, because as the stocks start moving throughout the opening session, it could actually not only give us an indication, but we could adjust for the strike as well. But hey, I mean, we picked 3 strike, right, in the chocolate gangster strategy. So that's what goes on here. So that's the proof in the pudding, if you will, for Roku. And hey, if Roku decide not to move today, we will just say, that's fine, we'll wait for it last time. As simple as that. No question asked. All right. So Roku, we are trading in Mr. Andrew. I'm not sure if that's if you want me to go do a technical analysis of Roku. I can do that if you would like. But we knew I knew 4 days ago that I was trading Roku today. You don't need that. This is just on the basis that Roku had earning. So just like we knew about CVS. All right. So what else? There's so many actually. There's so many other stock that's you guys had AMAT, Roku. What about? Let me suggest. No, let me just. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just going to look at a chart. I'm going to show us a chart of a couple of stocks that came to my study. All right. So let's go here and do which one? Well, let me look at my phone, because I do screen capture on my phone, and actually I meant it was just too early. I didn't want to bother people who may have been enjoying the sleep because I was doing my study too early. So let's take a look at this one. KHC Kraft Heinz. Okay, folks. And shame on me because I didn't follow it. If you go inside of our Discord, I'm not sure, maybe when the whole short squeeze Wahala started, I did I did offer this one as, was it the next candidate? I believe so, because that okay, look what he has done on the last couple of days, folks. From 35 to 38.96, back-to-back days. So meaning that we could have gotten this one on here if, let's say, end of the day, momentum going to what's the tool FinViz, and then you will have enjoyed a nice day trade on a $30-something stock, $37 stock, from 37 to a high of 39.22 yesterday. That's not so bad, folks. Yeah, that's an illustration of that breakout. And the breakout here, we have seen this pattern so many times, right? Look at the breakout. So the breakouts would have been the previous resistance. Look at the left. We can have a line here at 36, right? So that happened 2 days ago. And from there, that's what's coming. So today's the 3rd day. On the Friday expiration, market makers, they could have a field day on here. So is this thing going to continue, or is it going to reverse? These are the type of stock that, in terms of setting up day trade on option or even swing trades, they are ideal. They are perfect if we can catch something like that on its first day. Speaking of catching something like that on its first day, how about this one? First Energy. Bang, breakout. Yeah, let me do this. So is in this gap, it's the what many earnings ago, July 2020, this stock dropped like a stone from 40 something dollar, $41 to all the way to $22. Since then, it has been going sideways. So this is multiple month sideways action, right? So trading in tight range from 28 to about 32. And then yesterday, 34.25. Guess what? This is where I'm interested, because only two things can happen on here. Either this thing is too hot and it will come back, retest 32 and go back up, or it will carry this momentum, and this momentum target price are in the 40 range or thereabout. So of those are two that I definitely saw inside of as part of the study. I have channels on yeah, I'm just reading something, a message on Discord. So yeah, I have channels. I told you, TeleTrader app, right? So that if you go to TeleTrader on your Android or iPhone store, you can download it and then you create watch lists. So I have watch lists for energy stock and other, like that's where I find them. So meaning when I'm studying a specific sector, I just put those on there and I go through the list, or you can just rank the list to say, hey, by performance, and it display charts for you very, very nicely. So that's how these two came about. So I'm struggling with, let's say, direction. I don't know, let's say, what's, oh yeah, there was another stock that's put, actually, oh boy, I actually put it as a Gangsta Trade. Wow, DLX, sorry. GBX. GBX is one that's, because I was like, I'm missing one stock in particular, right? So DBX, this is what it is doing here. Some of its options actually were not that expensive. I didn't know. Dropbox is not, we put it in our list, in that list of short squeeze potential many weeks ago, several weeks ago. But upon its earning yesterday, I was looking at the option chain early this morning again in my analysis, and I was like, wow, like the 23 puts, they were not that expensive at all. So for us, we are providing what are our levels. So we, on our Discord room, I mean, we can reveal that. Nobody's watching this show anyway. So for today, expiration 21 and 22 on the put side, and 25, 26 on the call side. So let's see if this thing, they can, because it's right at support at the EMA 20, right? So let's see if they can somehow do something. The stock can move such that we can make money with that Gangsta Trade. Speaking of making money, today is Friday, so for those in our Discord room, the subscribers at least, you hopefully, has anybody been keeping track of the performance on just trading the Lotto strategy, the so-called Lotto strategy for just one stock, that stock being X on Fridays? I would like to know. What ticker is that? The last ticker that we talked about, Miss Festus, that ticker is inside of your Discord room and as a Gangsta Trade in the Gangsta Trade channel, which I believe you have access to, but the ticker is DBX, Dropbox. That's the last one. So we talk about three tickers. That's we showed you a chart of prior. I'm not sure when I catch a conversation. So we talk about KHC, and then FE and GBX. No, the one before. Well, you see, the one before. That's what I'm giving the entry. Because when I'm speaking, especially in the chart analysis, and then say, no, not that one, the one before. I just wrote down the three ticker stats. The three tickers that we just talked about. So I don't know which one was before. All right. So yes, we were talking about X. For those who are in the know inside of the Discord room, on Fridays we trade X. X has been very profitable on Friday. So let's see how that goes. We have two other Lotos in namely Western Digital. That's another one that we love trading on Fridays. Yeah. So Western Digital and MU. So we are very excited about those. Let's see how the day goes with it today. Well, if there are no further questions, let me go ahead. I need to go in and do a hard thinking on how I'm going to try to take advantage of Roku today after its earnings. So hopefully you have a great trading session, everybody. Again, the Gangsta Trade have been, not that they don't, I mean, is somebody suggesting that the Gangsta Trade, I'm going to get feedback because somebody, Mr. Jimmy, Mr. Jimmy, I believe he has been running back test on the Gangsta Trade. So I'm looking forward to see the results. So they definitely of that. So thank you, everybody. Have a great trading session. Have a good weekend. We still have the month of February is not over yet. So the last 5 days of the trading month next week, we still have some earnings to look forward to. So hopefully you will stick around. and we shall come and discuss stock market technical analysis daily on here on this channel. Bye bye, everybody.